What's going on, guys? Flores here, bringing another video. Today I got a special guest joining me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? Reckham here.
Oh, okay, so basically, this is recap for day 2 of E3. Now, yesterday was Bethesda's E3 conference, and you know, they showed some great stuff, but everybody knew we all came there for Fallout 4. Buddy,
4.
what was your reactions, man, when you saw this? When you saw the power?
Well, it was really crazy, let me tell you. So I was on the trail to getting my Galahor, and then I saw the E3, and I saw the Fallout trailer, and my jaw literally dropped on the floor. I had to get it screwed back on. It was crazy. And it was, wow. The gameplay was absolutely gorgeous. The pistol, buddy. The pistol.
The pistol? I'm not gonna lie, like, they added the mechanics to where your character moves, like, you know, he bobbles a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it goes really, really well with it. And the pistol, dude, oh my god. I've never been so excited about a pistol. It looks great, dude.
And we can sprint now.
I know, dude. Oh my goodness. I saw this and I couldn't handle it, you know. It looks great. I haven't played it, so I don't know how it feels. It kind of has like the in terms of movement, it kind of has like a BioShock kind of feel. I don't know if you played BioShock Infinite.
Of course.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way. And you know, the whole thing with the Pip-Boy, they're going to be selling the actual Pip-Boy machine, and you can actually download an app, and you can, like, you know, check your stats and whatnot, kind of like how the Destiny app works in a way.
I'm gonna get it. It's inevitable. I'm getting the Pip-Boy.
Yeah, I'm getting it too. I was talking to one of my other friends, and he said, you know, that special edition is mine, you know, because it comes with the special edition. You can put it around your arm and everything. It's cool, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked from the showcase for Fallout 4, because when I was going into it, you know, they started like kind of hyping it up, you know, showing Elder Scrolls Online and whatnot, and they weren't really like being too specific, or not. They weren't like they were kind of hinting that, you know, that was going to be the last game they showed, but they did a really good job with that.
Yes, but Bethesda definitely did a really great job presenting Fallout.
Yeah. So, you know, I can't wait to get my hands on it. So here next we got Doom. I don't know if did you see the Doom trailers, or did you see them?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay, well, it was very Satan, and it was like Crysis. Just
Crysis.
like it had it looked like it was using the Crytek engine from Crysis, and it looked like the graphics looked pretty good. And then they started talking about multiplayer and stuff. Interesting stuff there. It just kind of like, I never played Doom like that, so I wouldn't really know what to expect or what to be excited about. But it looked. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I did play Doom on the original Xbox, and it was a very creepy game, but due to the fact that I was like 12 playing it,
yeah,
it was a very interesting game. It actually was a pretty thrilling first-person shooter. That's Satan.
Yeah. All right. So those were the main ones from yesterday's E3 showcasing. Bethesda, and I think a few other people had like some shows, but the main one was Bethesda because of the Fallout 4. And I jotted down Doom here just because they had others like Elder Scrolls Online and this other game. I don't even remember, but those were the main ones that were interesting to me.
Yeah.
So heading over to Microsoft E3 press conference, we have day one, dude. As soon as we go into the press conference, they drop Halo.
I know.
They drop Halo, dude. How did you feel about that?
When I saw they started showing the Osiris team and the graphics of the game and the characters of the story underneath the armor, I was just absolutely stunned at the graphics. I mean, I noticed that Halo is just rapidly evolving. and there was so much just going on. You know, if you remember play Halo back in the day, Halo was fairly a slow-paced game, but now it looks like so much is going on now, and you got all these new things added into Halo that are just making it so much more of a faster-paced game, and I mean, I'm kind of liking it, and I think it's going to turn out well due to the fact that next gen is just all about fast pace. You know, you have to keep up. But it was, wow, Halo I mean, I'm definitely gonna play it. That's definitely on the list.
Yeah. And knowing, you know, when we went to the E3 conference, I know I was calling you. We were both watching it at the same time. You see Microsoft's deployment plan they put Halo, right? A blockbuster. You would think that would be their trump card. You know, that would be the last thing they would want to show. But they put that first. So that told you, like, you know, Microsoft has, you know, bigger bombs to drop later on in the E3, and I think, you know, going into hitting the ground running, so to speak, as soon as they dropped Halo, one after another, it was just like big announcements. You know, we have backwards compatibility now, which that in and of itself is awesome. We saw them playing Mass Effect or whatever on that, and that was great. I don't know if you played any Xbox games on the 360, but like when you had to do that, you ever remember like it would kick you off Xbox Live?
Yeah, you couldn't do Xbox Live, you know, things while you were playing an original Xbox game.
Yeah, and so it looks to me that they actually that's not going to be the case this generation. They're going to actually still let you be in parties and stuff, and they even said that you will be able to play with your friends on the 360. And that's
I was just
crazy.
about to mention that.
That's insane, dude. Like,
but it only makes sense when the consoles first dropped. That's what we pretty much suspected. We suspected, oh hey, I can play my Xbox games and I can play them on my Xbox 360 games on my Xbox One and still be able to connect to my Xbox 360 friends because it's all really in the same server, and which could not be denied because they're doing it now. Obviously, it's possible to connect the servers together, and you know, I think Microsoft, that was wow. They did so good with that. I mean, it was a little late, but hey, they've had, you know, they've stumbled, but they're getting there. It looks like they're rising very, very, very fast, and
definitely,
man,
it looks like, definitely. Like, it looks like when PlayStation was dominating, it just made Xbox try even harder, and so that's why now, like, you can find Xbox Live year memberships for $30 now. The games are super cheap, and they're giving you all this stuff. They're trying to win this, you know. And Sony, they're leading right now in terms of sales, but Microsoft is catching up really quick. And I think this, with the backwards compatibility, and granted, this should have been done day one. I think backwards compatibility should have been done day one. But since they announced it, and Sony yet to say that they have backwards compatibility or to see if it even works. I know they have their own streaming service where you can stream PS3 games, whatever. But this is one step, you know, above that, because you can use your own games. You know, this is perfect for an argument like, this is perfect for an argument like, why would I need an Xbox One? Like, I want an Xbox One, but I don't want to leave my friends on the 360. Well, now you can still play with them. You know. It's gonna be awesome. You'll have the best of both worlds, and this is definitely this right here signifies a next gen console. You know, you can play old games and play the new games, and I think Microsoft did the right thing here. They got one over on Sony, and you know, it's so much hype. You know.
I think that's it. Like, I think just adding this feature opened so many new doors and has made the Xbox One a much more appreciative console to just if you have not already have gotten it.
Most definitely. One thing I forgot to mention though about Fallout 4 is that they're adding mod support on the Xbox One, and that's crazy. You know,
that is.
Wow, that's like too much for me to handle. That's crazy. Like, you think, I don't know how limited the mods will be, because some stuff, I don't know if you've seen it, but some stuff they do on the PC, it's kind of ridiculous. They reskin the entire game. So, you know, we might see some crazy stuff here. And on a console, you know, these next gen consoles are basically mini computers, and that's gonna be crazy, dude. Do you have like any thoughts or any way like this could go? Like, what do you think people could do with this power?
Well, I'm pretty sure the most common mods we will be seeing will be, you know, unlimited ammo and super high jump and super fast speed and you know, maybe dual wielding guns or, you know, bottomless clip, you know, stuff like that. I think that's pretty much stuff we'll commonly be seeing. As you said, you don't know what the extent is on to actually how far we can how far we can transfer the mod, but I mean the fact that they're letting you mods will be able to be transferred from PC to the Xbox One just probably is telling you that there will be no limit. If you can do it on the PC, you can do it on the Xbox One.
You know, we'll just have to wait and see, but that in and of itself, it's kind of tempting. You know, I'm still debating whether I should get Fallout 4 for PS4 or Xbox One. I didn't hear anything about multiplayer, so you know, this might be like, for me, I might actually get it on the Xbox One. I haven't been 100% sure, but you know, that in itself is pretty good. It's a game changer for most people.
Yeah, if Fallout 4 is gonna, you know, stay with the tradition of being a complete solo game, then if you're with your friends and whatever, I mean, getting it on separate consoles, you know, me personally, I'm thinking about getting it on the PlayStation 4, but you know, I think when it all comes down to it, the game's just modding or not, the game's gonna be great.
Definitely,
it's gonna be awesome.
Definitely, yeah. We see the things that you can do now in Fallout. It's basically Minecraft and Borderlands in Fallout. It's crazy, you know, crazy stuff. The power armor suit. I mean, guys, we'll do a whole separate video on Fallout itself because there's so much information that we could do on that. All right, so here I got next on the list is the Pro Controller. So like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, did you like what you saw? You know, what really stood out to you in the Pro Controller video?
Well, you know me, I've been a big fan of the Xbox One controller since day one, and this Pro Elite controller has, wow, it not only looks awesome, but the function on it, it's so crazy to see that Microsoft actually gave us this. You know, what I see Microsoft doing right now is they're giving the gamers, us as the gamers, what we want.
Yes.
No matter if it's something that other companies have to make for us, they're doing it for us because they see that this is what they need to do. You know, this is all get down to it for the money. You know, they see what they have to provide to the gamers to get their money, and they made a lot of people happy today with their presentations. And this controller is just wow. It's such a smart move on their part, and I'm sure they invested a lot of money into creating this controller, but it will be worth it in the long run. Microsoft has made a very intelligent move here.
I was looking at the review aspects of it. Like, you can just like take off the thumbsticks and stuff and replace them with other ones. The D-pad is manufactured to help you with like fighting games and stuff. They literally made the Pro Controller as like you were taking gaming to that serious level. If you're gonna try hard, you know, they have
a Pro Elite controller.
Yeah, they have like the things where I don't know if you ever seen Scuff's controllers, but they have the things at the bottom of the controller where you can sprint and use like so it's easily accessible, or you can knife somebody and stuff. So I'm definitely thinking that there's gonna be remapping on it, and I don't know, man. This controller, it's definitely good. It looks great and it has a lot of potential. The price is probably going to be the only down part to it, because it's probably going to be like around $150. You know, we have a lot of people who have gotten custom controllers before, and just like it takes a lot of effort and a lot of resources. So Microsoft, and especially the thirsty company Microsoft is, they're probably going to charge you like $150 for it. But you know what? That might actually be worth it, depending on like the full capabilities. We still got to look into that, you know.
Yeah.
So Yeah, basically that's it for the Microsoft press conference. I know there was others like Gears of War, um, the Tomb Raider. There's other ones, but like I didn't really find them all too interesting. I knew Gears of War 4 was coming out, and there was like the Ultimate Collection of Gears of War. I haven't really played Gears of War that much. Like, do you have any thoughts about them, or what do you have to say about that?
I mean, I've played a little bit of the previous Gears of War games. I mean, I played Judgment, I played Gears of War 3, I played a little bit of 2. If I can remember, I beat the first one, but that was years ago. Gears of War is not a bad game. It's just we have, shooters are just, they're so common right now, and it's so hard to lean towards these others.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel what
shooters, and it's really difficult. But Gears of War, I've never really felt it was a bad game. I think Gears of War is great. I think Gears of War 4 is gonna be an awesome exclusive title for Microsoft. It's just another one-up for them at this point.
Yeah,
this year.
Definitely. I think pound for pound this year, Microsoft might have won. They had exclusives, and they had a lot of of their own things going on there. There was nothing you could say bad about their press conference. They just had so many good things in their press conference, and backwards compatibility by itself, that hyped a lot of people up. Like, people were freaking out over that. Obviously the announcement of Garden Warfare 2, a lot of people, that some people, mainstream gamers like who just play COD, might not realize, but how big the franchise is. It sold 6 million copies. Garden Warfare sold 6 million copies, and
I'm one of them.
Yeah, so that in and of itself should tell you, this is a franchise, it's a thing. And so we can't wait for that. Unfortunately, most of the games we saw at E3, besides like the Call of Duty and the Halos and the Battlefront, is it's coming out next year. And so that's
Battlefront is coming this year.
No, I said it besides those. Besides the Call of Duties, the Battlefront, and the Halos.
Yeah. Sure.
Those, the rest were coming out. Like, I don't know about Tomb Raider, but I know Gears is coming out next year and stuff. So, Tomb Raider's coming out this year? Okay. Well then, alright then. The other one was, I know for a fact, Garden Warfare 2, spring 2016.
Which is next year.
Yeah. But, and Forza, I think, was next year soon.
I thought that was this year in October.
Was it? I wasn't really sure. I didn't really see the day. I just saw Henry Ford go up there with the Ford GT. I didn't really like look at it kind of. I was just like, it's Forza, it's gonna be